Well, here we are in the studio, and I've got somebody over here who's who's going to be retiring pretty soon from the big game known as crime fighting, and boom, introduce yourself.
Why should I introduce myself? I believe that in a city that deserves much more than what I could offer it, that I go without any introduction. But since nobody can see me on the interwebs, I'll say my name. I'm the Batman.
I've got a special guest, the Batman. Boom, here we go. And please, when you speak, please make sure you have the spit guard up, or at least direct it to the side, because I don't want to get a shower. I've already bathed. Boom, there you go.
Okay, I'll make sure when I'm talking to you that I'm not spitting on you.
I appreciate it. Boom. We got some. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little lightheaded right here. These impressions are gonna make me pass the fuck out. Anyway, we got some fans here in the studio today, and they've got some questions. You mind doing a little Q&A? Boom.
No, I don't mind. I'm always for the little guy. That's why I was fighting all those years. But of course, I had to retire. I'm just one man. The Batman! Wow, you weren't kidding. I'm getting a little lightheaded too.
We go to our first guest in the studio, Skinny White Guy. Skinny White Guy, you got questions for the Batman. Boom.
Yeah, Batman. Do you wear boxers or briefs?
Ah, I often get that question all the time. Kind of like how Iron Man gets the question how he goes to the bathroom in the suit. Frankly, both chase when I'm wearing the suit. So I feel going commando is the best option.
That was a little bit more information than I needed to know. Boom. Thank you, Skinny White Guy. Afro Man, over here, I'm not going to say that you have a darker skin color than a Skinny White Guy, because that would just be insensitive. Boom. But, Afro Man, you have any questions for the Batman? Batman, any comments?
No! I feel it's better not to speak at all sometimes. 'Cause I tend to scare people with my skull.
I'm sorry, our microphones might have a hard time picking you up. Could you speak in an inside voice?
This is my inside voice. If I was speaking in an outside voice, you wouldn't be able to hear me, because your eardrums would have been shattered.
Okay. Boom. Going over. We have a special guest over here in the studio today. Whoa, I'm getting really dizzy. Boom. Rich Bastard over here. Please, do you have any questions for the Batman? Boom.
Hey, Batman, if you were a woman, who would you want to be and why?
What kind of hell of question is that?
I was just asking. You don't have to yell at me to pick my name.
I'm not yelling! This is my regular speaking voice!
This sounds like you're trying to squeeze out a turd.
Sometimes I'm a little constipated. The backwater doesn't flow like it used to when I was younger. But I felt that still that question is not necessary. Obviously, it would be Catwoman, 'cause I love black pussy.
Whoa! I wasn't expecting that one either. Boom!
Next question.
What are those spots on the back of your cape?
I don't know to what you're referring. Next question.
Well, how could you notice it sticking to the side of your leg? Your cape is not as smooth as it normally is.
Okay, well, as the mediator here, I'm getting a little weirded out by this line of questioning, so we're just going to move on.
Maybe take off the cape because it's really distracting right now. I'm just seeing those spots.
No! The cape is an integral part of my costume. Otherwise, how would I ever be able to do this? I'm the Batman!
I see what you mean, but remember, this is for the interwebs and radio and not for like television. So then people are not going to see what you're doing with your arm. Obviously, taking your cape and going, "Hey, I'm Batman," with your arms in the air, or "Hey, my arms in front of my face like I'm Count Dracula." Boom, because Count Dracula was a bat too, and he was a man, and you have one man who, and you have a good man, and you have a Batman, and then you have one other man who is a vampire and a bat and a man, and you have a good Batman who's also a vampire man Batman, and that's what that's all about. Boom.
I just got my mind blown! I need to really contemplate on this new information. This interview is over. Thank you for having me in the studio today. Also, I'm getting very lightheaded.
I understand exactly what you mean. Okay. Thank you for joining with me.
I have one other question.
I'm so.
John Madden right now. What's the difference between a great regular superhero and a really great regular great superhero? Can you explain that to us?
Sure. What you got what you got to do is you got a great superhero and a regular great superhero, and then you got a super great superhero, and you got a regular super great superhero who's great also at the same time, and sometimes you put the two together and you get a little turducken and mixed in there, and boom, that's what that's all about. But we'll cover more of that next time in the next podcast. Make sure you tune in next time. I might even have an actual somebody who has anything to do with sports. Thank you very much. Boom.